Hi Pisces, if you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence that we will scry. Feel free to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. As well, Pisces, we will add on tarot and oracle, and we have Ghost Tube here kicking for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. You know the drill in its entirety. Please receive or release freely. So, Pisces, give me one moment. A little bit of agua. If you'd like to join me in opening up, you're more than welcome to, or you can fast forward through. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of Pisces. Pisces, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. All right, let's dig in. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment or keep to yourself. Introverts and extroverts alike. It's all good.
Bedroom.
I'm seeing Bart Simpson. You know who else I'm seeing is Dilbert. Did you ever watch that? Dilbert? Or it's a comic, but I think for a little while it was a show. Yeah, Dilbert and Bart Simpson alike. I'm seeing tools. Down in here, like I'm seeing tools. I'm seeing a hammer. I don't know many tool names, so a hammer and something else. It might be a C-clamp. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to... Something about torque. Torque? I'm also seeing...
This is my place.
Oh, I love that. This is my place. You're welcome to be here. We're here for Pisces. I'm also seeing a post, like a wooden post with a cat on top. I feel like I'm getting like fairy dust thrown at me. It's very like the Care Bear countdown, but it's coming from a bat. I don't know if your subconscious is like sending you fairy dust or synchronicities or symbols, or Pisces, there's something going on in your dreams that is just like things are coming together and they're giving you these tools. There's definitely these tools, because even amongst the two, right? In this case too, but you can apply them anywhere. Maybe it's in your conscious, unconscious, subconscious, superconscious, job, career, corporate or creative, platonic, romantic. You know me. Place it where it needs to. And if it's not your scry story, thank you for holding space for others to receive. That is a position and a powerful place to be as well. It's almost godlike. I didn't say it. But you can receive it, Pisces. You can receive it. So it's like these two worlds are communicating and connecting. These two parts, these two aspects. I really feel like I am in the yin and the yang is speaking, or the yang.
Singing.
Yeah, I feel interesting, because I was going to say I'm seeing that, not that I'm hearing like singing in the rain, but that's not the song. I'm actually seeing. I think it's like Miracle on something or other street. I feel like I've realized something, because these things are coming together. I'm seeing a toothbrush as well. I feel like something or someone may have told me, including myself.
Satanic.
So I don't know if it's fear driven or some other, because apparently you've got God and Monsieur Satan here. So, that's cool. We've got the balance of names, whatever that may mean for you, whatever you're going through, considering they don't have to be so religiously empowered, but you know what I'm saying? Symbolically speaking, thank you. It's like I'm seeing something as this journey within, down the rabbit hole. I don't know what, something along that lines. And I think or thought, or maybe I received seeds from different movies, this, that, or the other, that told me it's like spikes all the way down. Torturous, torture chamber. And come to find out, it's all made of rubber. And it's actually like a weird massage. That's quite nice. But I feel like I have something in my mind that told me something different. Because I'm seeing something toothless. I'm also seeing bells. I'm also seeing bells. Like you would hang on a shop door. But they're also like these very specific bells. I think they're Oriental is the right word, but I think they're like Chinese bells or something like that. They mean something. Maybe it's in Feng Shui. I don't know what it is. Your arrival indicates something to someone. You might also be hearing bells. Like, you know, people say the ping or whatever. I feel like you might hear a bell. Or at least I'm hearing a bell in your aura. See, go down and up. Somebody gave me a ladder. I have a ladder, up or down. But somebody told me snakes too. Snakes and ladders. Oh, you're going to take the ladders? Careful of the snakes. It'll take you back down. And it's like, Pisces, that's just how I'm feeling. I don't know what this is in regards to. And it's like going through this ladder, and things are left like omens. Again, looking at the totality of omens, positive or, you know, obstacle or opportunity. And it's like, it tries to like scare me off. Like these things are left. It's like, don't go any further, Pisces. Do not proceed. And you're like, but I'm going to proceed. Like, this is, you know, I'm actually seeing a part of a movie and I don't know which one it is. I can't remember. But it's like that. Do not proceed. And he's like, this character says something. He's like, oh man, let us do our job. We haven't been able to do it for 2,000 years. Oh, it's Labyrinth. It's Labyrinth. And it's the Mogul with Sarah the girl. And he's like, okay, go ahead. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. And it ends up being really, really kind. Yeah, there's like pieces of things that have like this ominous feeling. And I feel like Pisces is just like, even if it's of your own stuff, right? And I have a very active imagination, so I feel you. It's definitely not because it's like something outside of me.
Flames.
But I get you. It's like, yeah, you think you're gonna like fall into the flames of something, of all of these spikes and swords, and you're just gonna be, you know, torn apart and grabbed at. It's not how it's feeling to me anyway. It's not how it's feeling to me. So great. Oh my gosh. Pisces, your reading is making me smile. It's a scry smile. Can we do it like a Cheshire cat? Okay. So I want to note that as we were talking about that, we had here banish a curse come up. Leadership. There we go. And then protection. So something, I'm just going to say it. It's like whatever fear, and this isn't about being irresponsible.
Why did you come?
This isn't about being irresponsible. I'm not sure, hon. Why are you here? I need to banish, and that's a harsh word, but we're here, and we'll allow the dramatics of the symbology come through freely. And I almost like wanted to banish my own bull, right? Especially like what ties the tales of the Pisceans together, right? And there it is. There's the tie. Scary things on the way down. You might lose a limb. You don't know what's going on. There will be ashes. So it's like I'm going behind the curtain of something, of my own psychology, even the spirit of myself, and looking at the whole spectrum of that and realizing the spectrum. Like if you were to see like the Pink Floyd, right? Like, or the pyramid and this, or, you know, even take a quartz crystal or whatever, and it's prismatically out. But if you follow all the rainbows, it comes back to the one of clarity, right? Of the one one piece. It's the light that communicates with that. And it's like, and we're focusing on something else.
Nobody understands.
Yeah. I don't know. I fully understand that I may not be understanding, but I'm doing my best to be in your aura or authentically, but it's amazing, amazingly abstract and so ancient. Anyway, so nonetheless, I feel like, and I don't mean any way to carry on, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I feel as though in whatever this banishing a curse, a constipation, or bull, getting this tie that is tying us together. And I want both versions of me. And I say both, but it could be in relation to anything. To be free. And I know that it's actually by untying the tails, then we swim together. Versus this maybe over here, over here, over here, over here. Do you know what I'm saying? And you are protected no matter what. Oh, for heavens, I am not on the camera game today. Whatever door knocker you decide to knock on, you're taking the lead. You're taking the lead. Maybe this is in regards to love. Maybe this is in regards to your life. I'm not sure. Pisces. But it's incredible. I'm digging the story. Let's keep going. I got distracted by this. Okay. If you can see it up here with me, right there, this little story. I am seeing what I believe is a comic, like back in the day of the newspapers. Do they still have newspapers? I think they still have newspapers. Anyway, the comic section was pretty important. It's the best news ever. I think there was a comic about this little detective. Anyway, it might not be a comic. It could also be a show or something like that. Yeah, he's assessing risk because he's a detective. You might be working with Capricorn energy. Could be in some sort of resonance relationship with the Capricorn. Okay. So I'm assessing some sort of risk. This little gentleman up here. Because he's got that plaid coat on. I can't remember his name. It's not Inspector Gadget, but nonetheless. I'm assessing something. And he keeps an eye out. He has a helper as well. And it's like this energy or this aspect of you is willing to go out on the limb. Because it's like Sherlock Holmes even still. There you go. We can go even Sherlock Holmes. Though I'm kind of getting it something else, but that's fine. And this is what he does. This is no fear. Somebody also might have hired recently a private investigator or has a private investigator on them. Now, same thing. I don't really know if that's in, like nowadays, how that happens.
Taurus.
I feel like there's lots of different ways that can happen. The good old fashioned cars, and there could also be online stuff, but there's something about that. But I want to note that the crow cards that came through is exposed and freedom and balance. So this detective dude or dudette is exposing something, which inevitably you free yourself from and then bring upon balance or imbalance in a state. This also might be why someone or something is keeping an eye on you because they're wondering how you've
why are you here?
Undid the string, like you went between the worlds. You took the risk on your own realities and you trusted, like you took the lead of that. And they're like, we need to pay attention to this. But somehow something was exposed. I want to come, into the spirit. I hope that made sense. Sorry, I'm going to keep going here so I don't take up too much of your time. Oh, I seem like stardust. You know what it's reminding me of is that show Blind Frog Ranch, and they have people on their property. I don't know what they're called, but they're like minors, but they're not.
Stop.
They're not. Yeah, they have to tell them to stop because they're really not supposed to be on the. It's like private property, right? And somebody's digging on your property because there's a treasure or there's something everyone's looking for. what are those people called? Or what they're doing is called something. It's not squatters, but it's something along that lines. Like they're looking for something in your aura, in your worlds, in your realms of reality, and they're trying to get to it first. Anyway, it's exposed. It's not the point. Sorry if I went off on a tangent. So you have here the Hierophant and the Emperor. Now Taurus did come up on the ghost box here. But if you know me, you know the drill. See, sense, or feel for yourself first. I'm committing to this. I'm committing. Look at all those tools. Look at all those tools in these cards.
Real.
It's getting real, Pisces. It's getting real. You are really doing the work in your realms. Also could be something about a father and a son. Also something about the South. I'm going to say like Texas to be stereotypical. Maybe Tennessee, Louisiana. Is that all South? Forgive me. I'm not trying to be ignorant. Yeah, something along, maybe even Alabama. Something in there.
Crime.
Is there crime happening there? I don't know why that's coming through, but yeah, I don't know. Those places are coming up. I'm seeing a hornet. Okay, sorry. So I kind of feel like I'm getting distracted here, Pisces. I don't know if this is something you're working with in the collective or sensing in the collective energy. Or maybe you live here. I'm seeing two energy. Oh my heavens and hot dogs, Stephanie. Seriously, today is... Okay, see how I'm seeing it like they're both in chariots. Okay, for whatever. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't need to make sense of that. It is what it is. Thank you. Okay, so what it's like is like seeing somebody in a car race, but I'm seeing it like when your kids derby, like derby car, soapbox derbies. Thank you. Okay, I am in tools. Thank you. Oh, there's that weird eye. Okay. Soapbox derby. And these are the two vehicles. One's having to do repairs, like tweak and fix your soapbox derby, whatever this represents for you, your body vehicle, maybe your actual car, where you live. It's fine. And this guy is as well. But it's like he's trying to do things that affect his, and he's trying to stop it. It's like his arms are out this way. It's like trying to do something and it locks something up. Demon. And he's like undoing it. And there's all this fixing going on. Different forces, different tools, different forces, different tools. There's all these pieces here behind the eyes. It's like I have these ideas. Pisces, have you been affected by others? Or maybe, again, it's in the energy of where you're living or something along that lines. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like you're seeing it because there's also messages coming to you to indicate exposure of something. Not necessarily for you to do anything about it if that's not what you want to do. Freedom, free will, choice. However, it's for you to choose to make new decisions because the tails are no longer tied. There could be like going your separate ways, and you might think this is combative within the self. I feel like I'm back in within, like my
I see you
fishes, but it's not. It doesn't feel that way. Yeah, they come. Okay. It's like in order for the hands to come together, they start apart. And say if my fishes were, I don't know why it's coming through like this so predominantly today, but Pisces, I hope this is serving you. So like the tail of my fishes are untied. so they can swim together. And then, I don't know, maybe something's going to come up or has come up, or you're doing something. It's like, oh no, they're going to separate now. Like, this is the fear. Fish are going to separate and you're not going to be whole. I don't know if this is a person, relationship, or something else, or a job, but I'm going to keep it personal at home within myself, because if that's how I respond and react within myself, it's how I'm going to respond and react with any other aspect of reality. And little do I know, I take the lead on this, because any like fear mongers, not people trying to, or even other ideas of me trying to give myself good advice.
Apologize.
A constructive criticism. Anyway, so I let them go, and inevitably they come back together, and then they swim as one. It's like a little bit of breathing room can bring something together into that temple space. And I'm diving. I dive now. I have, like, I'm building and building, like I can just dive down and I can go up. And then I take this elevator up of energy. Something about my heart space very specifically about that. Okay, we'll take one more card or so for Pisces. If you haven't already, thank you so much for subscribing, for being here, for liking. Yeah, I'm telling you, clearing out. Oh, I get distracted. Thank you to all those who do donate, request personals. All the links are below, or visit iScry.ca. I just get so invested. Exposure. Anything venomous in your temple. Anyone trying to play trickeries to your soapbox derby of sorts.
It's bright. It's
exposed and it's bright, but you're bright. Yep. The gem, the eternal child, and the sustainer. Pisces, this is where I feel like you're at. This is that fairy dust kind of moving out. It's like I've recognized something.
Sunday.
That, remember we were talking about like that prismatic feeling? The prismatic feeling, the eternal child, the soapbox derby. Even if you're 99 years old and you're like, now my soapbox derby is a Lexus or it's a Toyota, whatever car things that people, it's fine. Don't know. It's the essence is still the same, right? You're able to sustain, you are sustaining your templedom. You can also sustain this channel. The funny thing is Pisces, I want to note that as your fishtails might be pulling apart, and what did Dilbert do for a living? I think he was an accountant. Keep your eyes on things. Keep your, patient. As much as this is that, being very patient with other people too, including yourself. Hanging coats up. Company might be coming. Keep an eye out on things, other energies, people. And when you notice that, it's almost like you can call, you can call in your, watch your territory. It's like calling in your fishes, like they will listen. There's loyalty, the essence of other Pisceans, the parts of your heart. And you can just kind of let them go in the fish tank of all the frequencies of the world. But when you call them in to be like how people can like train crows or ravens and different birds, dogs. Fish will work for you. Your fish, because they're part of you. Call them in to kind of follow the flow of something and be like, is there anything I need to look at over there? Exposure, territory. Owning it. Love it. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I've yammered on way too long. Until next time, Pisces. We'll flip it for perspective possibilities. Until next time.